What's up? What's up? What's up? Triad Hip Hop Podcast. What's up, y'all?
BAM! Gotcha!
Y'all wasn't ready for that, right?
Y'all wasn't ready. Oh, man.
We get ready to get started. We're going to invite some people in and get this thing popping. So,
Of course. Get the. Oh, yeah, I got to turn the Wi-Fi off on this, and that way it don't.
yeah, I'll turn mine on.
Turn, and then bam, turn that on. Cut up on the media. Turn it down just a little bit. Just a little bit. And let's see here. Can we see if we can start with something different this time?
Screenshot.
Wow. I like that. Bear with you.
Yeah. What y'all know about that classic beat right there?
Y'all want to get in? Y'all want to freestyle in the comments type of way?
Right.
Be like,
type your bars in
the
comments.
I promise we won't steal all of them. Nah, I'm playing. We don't do that button. What happened?
Uh-oh. Oh, acapella. It was acapella for a minute.
Can anybody name the sample he took this from?
I don't even know that one. So I'm about to get it.
So if y'all can give Curtis the right answer, I'm gonna give y'all all the lint out of my pocket. And whatever little loose change I can find.
I got some lint for y'all too.
Oh, I missed it. I missed that. Trying to find the blue.
Alright, so it look like we got Dominic in the building.
What up, Dominic? Son? He actually missed you last week.
Yeah,
man.
man.
Trying to figure out what happened to you.
We didn't know what happened to you last week, man.
How you got
missed
kidnapped. They're holding you for ransom and joints and stuff, man.
Yeah. But he here now, so invite your followers. Get some people in the building for us.
Oh, here we go.
You hear that classic beat?
I'm gonna give y'all a hint on that. That instrumental. It's the name of a band. An average band. And I gave you too much right there.
See?
Gave you too much.
That's the classic two right there.
Facebook trash on this thing. What's going on here?
Ladies and gentlemen, we got MC Shan and Molly Mall in the house tonight. They just came off tour. I want to tell you a little story about where they come from.
The Okay, here we go. We back on here.
What up? Dominic, we know where you was at, man. I know you was visiting your family last week. We were just, messing with you, bro.
Alright. Now, get these people. And Gloria. Oh, Georgia. Had to be Georgia.
Yeah. Florida, actually.
Oh, Florida.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I think you meant to say Florida.
I'm like, what in the world in the United States is Gloria? Yeah, they give me a second. This thing is acting nuts, man. what it is, like, since I had it off.
Yeah.
The Wi-Fi for a couple of days, so it's like, oh, I'm just gonna load up everything.
Right. Yeah. Start giving you all the notifications and trying to get back into the groove of things.
And just bear with it. Well, let me see.
What's up, man?
While I'm getting this together, you want to tell people about your week and what's been going on?
This week was it was a good week. You know what I mean? I got a lot more work done on my new book. That's really wrapping up now. I'm in the final stages of that, so look out for that. I'm gonna keep y'all updated. Everything was gravy. We got some stuff to talk about. Thanks for sharing, Dominic. We appreciate you, man, as always. But yeah, my week was pretty good. You know what I mean? Just got productive and keeping the mind right. You know what I mean? So we want to stay productive, stay successful, and stay happy, man. I can only say everybody needs to be happy, no matter what you're doing. Y'all hear that beat? That's another classic right there, man.
Do you know what instrumental that is? What the hell? I got that. But I'm trying to get it where oh, you know what I need to do?
I appreciate you, Dom. Dominic said he got a copy of my book and he's been reading it, so I appreciate that, man. And, anybody who likes reading, just tell them about it, And like I said, I got a new one coming out, so I'll let y'all know exactly what day it's going to drop.
Okay, here we go. I messed up. We already got my man in there. Alright, now we cooking. We cooking with grease now. Cooking with some grease. Had the wrong grease in the pan. Old grease.
Yeah, you gotta get rid of that old fish grease.
The old fish grease.
That's been keeping on the stove for about 2 months. Classic, boy. That's early 90s right there.
Yes, sir.
That's early 90s.
Yes, sir. Smooth to it. There's another group that sampled this. Another group that sampled this beat too.
Oh yeah? Okay.
So y'all know the name of the group. Just let me know. I might give you, a half-eaten chocolate bar or something. Whole half.
Alright. That's a brain teaser right there, man. What up, Raphael?
What up?
We appreciate you checking us out, man. We just about to get started.
And here we go. Don't pass out on me now. I don't know no CPR.
Nah, man, I ain't gonna do that to you.
You know, mouth.
What y'all know about them classic beats? Raphael, what you know about that classic beat right there?
Alright. So anyway, I know you didn't ask. let me tell you what happened with me.
Yeah. Tell us about your week.
Well, it's all right. Today is easy week this week. I didn't have to work for 2 days. Man, we got these dogs in the yard. Well, not these dogs. We got these dogs, these neighborhood dogs. Well, my neighbor's dogs or whatnot. Man, I'm trying to strip them. But anyway, shitting in the yard. So I fixed their ass today. We got me some black pepper. I mean some red cayenne pepper. Put it in a mixer, and I sprayed that damn lawn. And I want their ass to come over there now. I want them to come over there.
Right.
I was gonna get tore up.
Exactly.
So
they ain't gonna want to come back over there no more.
Nah. So yeah. And then dang on, when I was driving here, I put my finger in my eye. But I washed my hands. I was thinking I got it all wrong. Wrong.
Yeah, the cayenne vision going. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah, that ain't no joke right there, man. You get that in your eye, I'm surprised you even made it here. So
I got it here, though.
Yeah, man.
But let's talk about what you said. You wanted to talk about King Crooked.
Yeah, I mean,
Crooked Eye.
Some of y'all might know that Crooked Eye from Slaughterhouse, he decided to announce that he was leaving the group earlier this week. It was like right around last Sunday or Monday, and it seemed to me like the other guys didn't really know much about it. You know what I mean? He posted it, and they would, responded. Like Royce and all of them responded, and was like, that's cool. We still cool. But it seemed like he didn't really tell them, so I think that was kind of whack. But I still think, I'm glad he, was clear about it. But I think they're better as a group. I think he's a dope lyricist, but I think he gets more out of the group than he does as a solo artist. That's just my opinion. So, I hope that he, drops some good music, and, we'll see where it goes, man. But I love them as a group, man. I mean, that's like one of the first super groups to me, next to Wu-Tang, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you put a lot of just dope MCs in one group. And before Slaughterhouse, I really wasn't hearing too much from Crooked. So it was just like, okay, I know about him, but once he got in there, it was just like, okay, now he got a chance to shine. So we're going to see where this takes him, man. What's your take on that?
Well, I mean, listen to the what he said. He was saying, like, he was sober for 2 years. He got sobered up. And he's like, Crook. He was like, sober Crook like the rap. The group ain't rapping much.
Yeah.
And really, I've heard, honestly, for him to come out to say, like, they would break it up. But what I know was that they was broke up for years.
Oh, yeah?
Before that. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I mean, they haven't really, I don't think they've really done anything in a good while. Yeah. The whole group. I mean, you gotta think.
Yeah, I guess, because, I mean, what's the name been doing solo stuff? Prime,
Royce did the Prime thing.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I mean, he's got like a lot of references and things of that nature.
And he picked the right one with Premier, man. You can't go wrong with that, man.
Yo, I mean, he in the Premier head. I mean,
but I guess I see what you're saying. They haven't really done much in a while.
Yeah, Budden not even rapping anymore.
Right,
like
he's just been doing the podcast. So yeah.
But even with him, even with Budden, I mean, and don't get me wrong, I like what he does. I like the podcast stuff, what he does. But you know what I'm saying? People make kind of, but there's a person that made the point. It's like, Bud ain't really got no classic album stuff outside of
he really
Slaughterhouse.
He really
know what I'm saying?
I was never that big of a Joe Budden fan. I mean
I like
cool, but yeah, outside of Slaughterhouse, I wasn't really that into him. It was more so, okay, they're putting this collaborative together, so you can't help but want to hear what they got to say. But I think that, I don't know, man. I mean, I think they're really good as a group. I hope they come back and do another album one day, but they're getting older, so they have to hurry up and make some moves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
what about Joel Ortiz?
Joel Ortiz, man, that dude is a beast, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That man nice.
He can do solo or group albums and still be dope. So I love everything about him. I've liked his solo stuff. I like the Slaughterhouse stuff he did. So, I mean, I've heard some rhymes from him where I was like, I don't even know how he said that without being out of breath. And you know how you can tell when a song has been chopped up, and you can tell they went back and added more vocals, you know what I mean, later on because they couldn't say it all in one breath. You can tell sometimes when he do stuff, it's all in one take. It ain't no cut it, let me go back and add the other part. That dude is a beast, man. Beast mode. So, you know, definitely check out anything from Joel Ortiz, whether it's, you know, solo or group, you know what I mean? And Royce, you know what I mean? Royce the 5'9", solo or group, he's dope, you know what I mean? So, and I'm anxious to see what Crook do, man.
Yeah,
so,
I mean, he's done some good stuff. He did that when he did the Beast thing with the Southpaw track 2 years ago with Tech Nine and Busta Rhymes. I thought that was great.
Yeah, definitely, man. So yeah, we gonna see what he do, man. Because I think he is hungry, and I think he wants to make music. Maybe he just didn't want to keep waiting on them. You know what I mean?
And then he still got his, you know, where his younger brothers, he still got the horseshoe game. I don't know if you heard about this. They battled the horseshoe game. Let's see, they battled the Funk Volumes crew. Well, Funk Volumes not anymore either because of Benton supposedly. I don't know if you're too familiar with them.
Not as much. No.
Yeah, that was like Hobson, Dizzy White, which is one of Eazy-E's sons.
Okay.
What's the other guy name? Which I like. He's got that weird voice. He's got some lyrics, but he's got that weird voice, kind of like what B Real had back in the day.
Okay.
But it's like his own thing. Damn, what's that guy's name? But that guy was nice.
Yeah, Dominic Royce is still around, man. He definitely still around.
Yep.
Yeah, he doing his thing. You see, that's the thing. You got to look for people.
Matter of fact, he's still around. He was on like I said, he was on Jimmy Fallon with we're doing the prime thing. Him, DJ Premier, and 2 Chainz.
Yeah, so he don't get a lot of radio play. You know what I mean? If you're looking for people like him, you ain't gonna find him on the radio. You got to be on the hip hop websites and stuff like that, man. They talk about him on there all the time, man.
And he did that freestyle, that 10 minutes.
Yeah, he did that recent 10-minute freestyle.
I don't think I this is the Black Thought one. That Black Thought one, man, God.
Yeah, man.
That shit, he shut shit down with that.
Black Thought blacked out. He really blacked out because but Royce was a close second to that one. You know what I mean? So but Black Thought, it's like you can tell he just live and breathe hip hop, man. He don't need to look at his phone. He don't need to look at nothing written or nothing like that. What I Reg?
What I Reggie?
Reggie Reg.
But when they did when Method Man did that, with the phone and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, do you take that away from
his abilities?
From I don't think so.
No, I don't think so. I think with people like Meth, I think his thought process is a little different. A lot of people like him, they feel like I don't really want to waste a random freestyle for the radio, so I'm gonna give y'all something that I might have used on my album or something like that I just wrote for the album real quick. I think Black Thought, he has just rhymes upon rhymes, so he can just spit them like that. And I think a lot of what he do is freestyle. I think Black Thought does a lot of freestyle too, so I think people like Meth kind of hold back, like, nah, I don't want to give them nothing brand new that I could be using on the album somewhere. You know what I mean?
I really like to see them, and I really like to see him and Black Thought like collab together sometime.
Yeah.
I mean, it's gonna have to happen. It's gonna have to happen. But I was gonna say this too. I listened to that Method Man interview him with the Rappaport podcast.
Yeah.
And like he said, he did that for his son. His son's 21 trying to rap.
Oh, okay.
And he's saying like his son didn't think he still got it. Man, but when he broke that down, he was because he was freestyling and he was doing that poncho style, like speaking the Spanish and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, I went back and damn, he did kill that though. Mm-hmm. And Method Man, I have to give it to Method Man. I know we kind of went off the topic, but to me, I mean, he's definitely improved. Like he's one. I mean, he was already nice when he came in.
Right.
I mean, I think he kind of had some steps where he kind of fell back. I think, and that happens with any artist, I think. But I think he is definitely improved. I mean, especially from last year.
Yeah.
You know, Saga Continues album and stuff. He is definitely improved. Yeah. And that's a good thing to see, especially with an older MC. It's good that they, like, look, my best is still yet to be developed. And that's great. That's great. It keeps everything fresh.
Yeah, man. It's like certain things make them step their game up, and I think that's what happened with him. So he, because he released a lot of stuff in 2017. You know what I mean? He released at least 4 different videos, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
And it was dope too. It was one where I can't remember. It was something like where he was rapping about candy and stuff like that. We had little gummy bears in the video. Did you see that one? Man, it was so dope, man. It was like a metaphor song. You know what I mean? About like something about candy or something like that, but it was dope, man.
I think I did hear that.
Yeah,
I think I did hear that. I remember it's been so it was quite a bit since I heard it.
Yeah, I'm gonna look for that, and I'm gonna share it on the Triad Hip Hop page, so y'all can check that out and see, you know, that your boy Meth is still doing his thing. But you know, back to Crooked Eye. You know what I mean? I really think that he still got something in him. I'm just hoping that he hurries up and drops something and don't wait like 2 years or whatever. You know, if you really want to make your exit, you need to already have like a bunch of songs ready so we can see what you're really made of. You know what I mean? So, you know, I'm anxious to see what he do.
So, since we were talking about, you know, Royce being up there with premiering 2 Chainz.
Yeah.
Speaking of 2 Chainz.
2 Chainz.
2 Chainz. We
Titty boy.
Yeah, titty. Well, I watched you know, Rapture. You know, again, continue to watch that. I've been kind of watching, you know, an episode or 2 here and there.
Yeah.
So I watched the 2 Chainz episode. And then I also watched the Rhapsody episode, but I'm going to kind of talk about them in procession. But the 2 Chainz one, as much, I know people give him flack and everything like that, but the stuff that he talked about and stuff that he actually did, it actually inspired me to like, man, you know, I might need to do that stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have yet to watch that one, so I'm gonna watch that later on today. The 2 Chainz and the Rhapsody one. You know, I'm gonna try to get both of those in, because if y'all not familiar, man, this show is really good. It's called Rapture, and it's on Netflix. So please check that out.
Yeah, if you got like an hour of time to watch a documentary, it's worth watching.
Yeah.
And yeah, like Reggie said, the Logic one was great. Nas and Dave East one was definitely great.
Yep.
The T.I. one was pretty good. I mean, it was, you know, it's pretty much relevant for the stuff that, you know, is going on today. Trying to think what else that was on there.
The T.I. one, it was
Logic. Nas and
Dave East and Nas.
Oh, G Money.
Okay.
G-Eazy. I'm sorry. Hit it one time, I'm up like, give a
G-Eazy's was pretty good too.
Yeah, it was actually pretty good. I mean, one thing that's kind of cool about him is like he's kind of really mysterious, because I knew he was white, but I didn't know that he was, you know, he was from the Bay Area. And, you know, he looked up at E40. That was great. You definitely should check that out.
Yeah, definitely. And you're right, man. Dave East one was good, too, man. They combined him and Nas in one episode. So, but he's good, man. You definitely support his music. And like I said, I'm going to go back and watch some more myself today.
Yeah, the 2 Chainz was good. I won't spoil it for you too much.
Okay.
You know, they just pretty much did, you know, shows about his concerts and stuff. But, you know, he has some issues, I'll just put it like that. And, but he fought through them. And that's the thing I respect. And then he was talking about the Red Dogs at ATL. You know, Goody Bob used to have that song that, what is it? Which I really, not Cell Therapy. think it might have been called Red Dog. 1 to the 2 to 3 to 4. Them dirty red dogs done hit the floor.
Yeah.
And they got everybody on their hands and knees. And they ain't gonna leave till they find them.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, but they were talking about the Red Dog Police in
Yeah.
Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
And how they just not, they do like some illegal shit, man. Like knock down the doors and like 2 Chainz, like, man, they come out of bread trucks. It's like when they come out of bread trucks, it's like ain't nothing you can do. The way the bread truck open up, yeah, they got you.
They got you.
I said, man, he said he look at bread trucks different, like this day to this day. He don't really like to look at them. That was, I mean, you know what I'm saying? It was pretty interesting though, man. I mean,
yeah, Dave East got some music out. I don't know like the titles, but I've heard records.
I got an album from him via bootleg, man.
Yeah, just go on YouTube and look for him. You'll find some stuff.
Yeah, but shout out to Dave, all them guys on the Rapture. Dave, Logic, Nas.
Yeah, I can't wait till they do another season of that, man. Cause that's a good show right there.
You know what they should do? They should all get together collectively, have a song called Rap, make it called The Rapture, and then everybody just raps.
Yeah, man.
That would be great.
Exactly.
That would be great. I would love to see that. I mean, Nas, T.I., you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Get them all on one song.
Yep, that would be great.
Or even a whole album, just, a Rapture album, man.
Yep.
Listen.
Be like the new Wu-Tang.
Yeah.
Be like the Wu-Tang, and then on top of that, you have everybody from all different demographics.
Yeah.
Nas, I'm giving you ideas, motherfucker. Make it happen.
Yeah, exactly.
That's money right there. That's free money. I'm just giving you ideas.
Right.
Just throwing them in. Well, I don't know, though, because it would have to, with the artists and stuff being different the way they are, it would have, I think it could work, but it's like the egos.
Yeah,
that's
things. True.
That's something that you have to worry about.
That plays a big part in it, man. Egos, man. But it could be a good thing if you get the right person to brainstorm it and get it together. You know who would be good for a couple episodes of Rapture? J. Cole would be really good. KRS would be good. Do an episode with him.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many good MCs out there, man, that would be good for that show that you really just want to know more about their backstory and follow them around with the camera, see how they are.
I like to see a young Jeezy one. I mean, now, what I do, it's like ones that you may not be familiar with, or the ones that maybe not be your favorite. It's still interesting to watch some of them, people, because like you get to learn, you learn a lot. Okay, this is how they think. You know what I'm saying? So that way you get a better view of them. So you don't think like, oh well, they just this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
That's just my opinion. But yeah, I do like, the KRS ones. I like to see like a Big Daddy Kane one.
Yeah, that was
definitely a Kane. Yeah, Kane like that dude.
Yeah, man.
Speaking of Kane,
okay,
we're gonna go into Rhapsody. Rhapsody did a song with Big Daddy Kane.
Oh, word?
Yeah, on the that's what they talked about on her documentary.
Okay, is it on her album?
I don't know if it was on her album. It was on the documentary.
Oh man!
And what was great about that, one thing about Rhapsody, she's here. She's in North Carolina. Well, she came from North Carolina. Out of, was it Snow Hill? I think it's Snow Hill.
I think so.
But she went to New York. I mean, not New York. Shit. NC State Wolfpack. And so she went there, and that's where she met Ninth and all those guys.
Yeah, man. Ninth is straight out of NC State.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what's up, man.
And they had a group called Cooley High.
Oh, okay.
That's kind of dope. And those guys pushed her to where she's at.
Okay.
And I just want to, I want to give my props to Rhapsody, because my thing of it is she's great. She's a lot of people like, oh well, she ain't. That's the thing they kind of. Why are we gonna say like she don't look like one of those glamorous rap chicks, like the Little Kim, like, they're all provocative and sexy. Right. Like, she's not that. She's just an MC, and that's one thing I like about her. Like, she's got a voice that you can sit down and kind of just listen to her. And it's like it's still a female, point of view. But I mean, it's just it's just her rhyming. She's just straight rhyming. Yeah. She ain't trying to sell herself, sell her body. She's trying, and it's good for the young women coming up. Like, hey, you don't have to do this. You can just come out and rap if you're talented enough.
She's an intellectual.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It's like when I listen to her, I feel like I'm about to learn something. You know what I mean? Because it's like she be dropping that knowledge, that science, and them lyrics. It's just like, wow, she got like, almost a whole package.
Mm-hmm.
So, and for her to get nominated for the Grammy this past go round, that was open.
Yeah, she didn't win though. Did
she didn't win.
I was saying that. Yeah, it was kind of.
She was there in the audience, but she didn't win. Yeah. I would have been too if that was first nomination out the box like that.
But I mean, that's pretty good though. Yeah. I mean, that's really good. I mean, for her to do that, I think she'll eventually get a Grammy. And I hope so too.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
if she got nominated that quick, she's gonna get one quick enough.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, it's back to a product of like the hip hop and stuff. And that's one thing I wanted to talk about too. Like, it's funny, like in the South. It's like when you get to, like, I'll say Virginia,
okay,
North Carolina, South Carolina, it has remnants of like the hip hop up north.
Yeah.
It's got like the, what I'm saying? Because like you go down like to NC State, they had like the little wall that had like the graffiti, stuff tagged up.
Yeah.
They're actually rapping, scratching and stuff. And it's like, once you move down to Atlanta, it's like different. It's like the trap. And, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, once you pretty much cross that Georgia line, you get into that real country rap.
Yeah, the trap, Florida. But it's just weird like that, though. Like, I'm just trying to figure out why. Because, you know what I'm saying? You would think that it would be, the other way around. Like, since Georgia come up. I mean, don't get me wrong, you got some that are like that here, but a lot of the NC rap that's come out, it's almost traditional boom bap.
Yeah, they got more of an up north influence. Yeah. I don't know, man. Maybe it's the closer you are to the what you call it, the Mason-Dixon line.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The more up north.
We ain't that close, dude. Right. I mean, we ain't that close.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, so definitely check out Rapture, y'all. Y'all gotta see that, man. And I'm sure they're gonna keep it going.
Real quick, since Reggie was talking about J. Cole, I ain't had a chance to listen to the album yet, because, black man struggling. And like I ain't found a way to, download the whole album.
Right.
But, anywho, I will say this. I did hear, that recent, him, I guess it would be like a diss between like Kanye West.
Oh.
Yeah, where they had the split with the, Kanye, like, Get Out and everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was funny. I saw that too. I was like, wow.
I mean, to me, he's straight bodied him, man. I mean, I ain't gonna say body Kanye, but like the whole. And then they were talking about the, the little Momo rappers and joints too.
Yeah. But he had, from what I heard, he also had some issues with Wale. I don't know if that's the case or not, but when that song first came out, they were saying that it was Wale more so. And now they're saying Kanye, so I don't know. I don't know which one it is, but either way, the dude, he's speaking the truth, man. He ain't scared to, give his opinion. You know what I mean? And as y'all know, if y'all don't know, he did respond to Tekashi 6ix9ine.
He responded to Cole?
Yeah, no, J. Cole responded to him.
Oh.
Yeah, if y'all haven't heard about that, he on his new joint, he did say something. He didn't mention the dude's name specifically, but he, you know, out of the context, you can tell he was talking about him. So, but he, you know, he just kind of played the grown-up role about it. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you trying to disrespect me, and you know, I'm trying to teach you something. That kind of role. You know what I mean? So, but then Tekashi responded to that. He did a little video. He was on something like maybe Snapchat or one of them or Instagram, and he was like, you know, how you gonna diss me? I'm just a teenager. But you dissing this man.
Yeah,
I'm
saying
you coming back.
Yeah, I'm just what I'm saying. You can't just come up here and act like, you know, you gonna do some grown man shit,
right?
But then you gonna cry behind like, oh, well, I'm just only 17.
Yeah,
like,
he actually said that. I'm just a teenager. You gonna diss a 17-year-old? I mean, he really didn't diss you. If anything, he disciplined you. You know what I mean? He just kind of just put you in your place a little bit, just saying, hey, I ain't trying to. Actually, I think he even said something to the fact of, I'm not trying to diss you, just more so basically teach you something. You know what I mean? So he didn't really do nothing, man. Tekashi, I wouldn't even respond, but he did the right thing. He played the right role. You know what I mean? He's not gonna get into a full-fledged battle with this dude, because I mean, Kawasaki ain't nobody's battle rapper. You know what I mean? So he whack. So anyway, man.
Especially after he couldn't even murder like a damn turd up club, like the 3-6 Mafia, you know, running joint.
Right.
Man, like I said, man, you got that beat playing,
right,
and you ain't bodying the beat.
Right.
Yeah, you gotta get the fuck
Why even
out
play
of
that? Why you played yourself more than anything?
Yeah, man.
So, you know. But anyway, man, what's next on our agenda for today? Is that it?
We gotta talk about that Infinity War, boy.
Yes, sir.
Woo! We gotta talk about that, boy. I know this ain't, you know, I know this is a hip hop channel.
Spoiler alert. No,
yeah,
we ain't gonna get too much of it.
But it was actually great to see, you know, all the superheroes together, all the people from the franchise.
Yeah.
I mean, I personally like the interaction with Iron Man and Doctor Strange. I like that interaction.
Yeah, that was good too. Yeah.
I like the interaction with Rhodey and Sam. Only thing about Rhodey, man, like, man, Cheetah was like showing his age, man. Like you know what I'm saying? He's like old. Yeah. I mean, he looked old. You know what I'm saying? Now, I mean, and don't get me wrong, I like Don Cheetah. I mean, I'm not dissing him or anything like that. Yeah. It's just like, man, they could have CGI'd his face or something. Right. You know what I'm saying? Made him look a little bit.
Made him look a little younger.
Yeah. Like War Machine should come out with like a damn walking.
Yeah. But you know, it is.
Well, I mean, like I said, I'm not dissing though. You get old.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just life.
Yeah, some people age better than others, you know, so. But, you know, still, it was a good movie overall, you know what I mean? They took a little bit of a different direction with this one, you know, so it's definitely, may not be what you expect, but definitely go see it and support it because it's a good movie. And, you know, it's getting as much buzz as Black Panther.
Speaking of which, and that's another thing, he didn't have much screen time in that. Right. But I did like the fact that all the tribes got together to fight.
Right. I thought that was good, you know, because it wasn't just Black Panther in the movie. It was the whole Wakanda was in the movie. You know what I mean? So. Exactly. Yeah, man. That's that Jabari tribe. Y'all know nothing about that.
I don't know what they saying.
I don't know, man.
That shit was hard.
You can tell they about to direct something when they do that. So yeah, man. Man, you know wherever Black Panther go, Okoye gonna be right there behind him. So she was definitely
she was getting
pivotal. She was right there with him. Every time you saw him, you pretty much saw her. So. Now that I'm thinking about it, Lupita wasn't in there, was she?
Who?
Lupita Nyong'o.
Talking about the young lady?
No, the one that played Black Panther's love interest.
Oh, she was?
She wasn't in there.
But you know what? I think she left the work. She left the ramp. She left. I remember at the end of the movie, she left. She said she was going to go out into the world.
Oh, yeah, that's
so
right.
So she left.
That's right. But yeah, it's definitely a good movie. You get to see a little bit of everybody. You know, we got Thor in there, of course. Loki was in there.
Oh man, that was.
So yeah,
that was a little rough.
Yeah. Loki.
Those first lines were great. That because what Loki was like, of course, I'm the goddess of mischief,
yeah,
and I offer you the Tezzeret. But in his words, we have a Hulk. And Hulk came out. Hulk came out like,
They started just bashing him. So yeah, that was dope, man. So you got a little bit of everybody, you know what I mean? Hawkeye was supposed to be in the movie, but he wound up not being in it because of he had an actual injury in real life. Mm-hmm. They say he broke both his arms doing another movie right before they were shooting for this one, so he had to kind of cancel at the last minute.
Yeah, they said that. What was the backstory on that? They said that back in the movie, they said that.
Yeah, like he was trying to play the husband role or something like that.
Yeah,
that he was trying to just stay home and chill and not be bothered with it, something to that effect.
Yeah.
So but everybody else, Spider-Man was in there. He did good.
Yeah. That suit was awesome. Because
they
did that suit.
Yeah.
They did that suit like they did in the Civil War.
Right. Yeah. So Spider-Man got a new suit in the movie. Doctor Strange did really good in the movie.
Yeah.
They even had a couple of Doctor Strange's partners from his movie in parts of it.
Star-Lord.
Yeah. So Guardians of the Galaxy, they were in it. Of course, they did really good.
it was really great to see all them.
Yeah.
It was just like it was a vision movie, but it's almost like you forgot because it's like you got all the MCU together.
Right. So Vision plays a big role in the movie. So yeah, that's really a good thing. And you got pretty much everybody. Other than Hawkeye. Was in it, so you can't really complain because you got everybody from the Marvel franchise had a good part in it. So it was like 2.5 hours long.
Yeah, it was a long movie.
And if you go see it, there is of course a preview at the very end of the credits. You know what I mean? So it might take a while to get there, but there is a little bit of a extra scene, a bonus scene, if you will, at the end of the credits. So. Just to foreshadow what's to come. So, I'm ready for, Deadpool 2 that's coming.
Yeah, I'm ready for that.
That's next month, sometime at the end of May. And I'm ready for Black Panther 2. I know they're going to do a sequel to that. I don't know if they're going to do it.
They're going to have to explain how he... Well, I ain't
yeah.
We're
going to
I ain't going to say that.
But... I think
But that's the thing though. That's what I was trying to tell, my girlfriend. Like, we went to see it last night. And look, they're not about to really make these guys, they're going to, they made too much money off of them. They're going to be like, we're done with them.
Right.
Especially Spider-Man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And
yeah. Because,
Black Panther made more than Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So, it's just more so they're just trying to play mind tricks with you a little bit. You know what I mean? So, it's not over. Trust me.
Yeah. A lot of symbolism in that movie, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
A lot of symbolism.
But yeah, I'm gonna probably go back and check it out again. Me and my wife will go see it, and so because it's always something you might have missed that first time. Where you're like, okay, I didn't even catch that. Because I know when I went back and saw Black Panther, I was catching stuff. I was like, oh snap, how did I not catch that? So it's definitely it's definitely worth going to see.
Knock the fuck out.
Oh man, y'all don't even know what we laughing at, but we're gonna leave that alone. But yeah, so Infinity War is good. It's that shit. Trust me. So if you really just want to see all these superheroes in one movie,
I'm trying to take on an alien threat.
And the enemy that they fighting, man, he ain't no joke either, boy. He ain't no joke. So he He ain't about that bullshit. So it's worth it.
I think he's probably the best villain that Marvel's had on the screen.
Yeah, I can say that.
As far as him developing in the character, because it's almost, I wouldn't necessarily say that I would be rooting for him. Not like a Killmonger,
right?
But it's like you kind of understand what he was trying to do.
Yeah,
he was trying to bring balance the wrong way, but I kind of understand like what he was doing. They're trying to keep, kind of an elitist idea, in my opinion.
Right.
But I understand why he was.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
So. But anyway, man, so that's pretty much, our talk for the day, man. You got anything else you want to add?
We're going to talk about the Cardi B with the taxes.
Yeah, we can talk about that real quick. If y'all haven't seen it, there's a video out where Cardi B's on a little bit of a rant about the government and how and why they take our taxes. What's your thoughts on that?
Man, I mean, I kind of don't blame them in a sense. 40%.
Yeah, and the more money you get, the more money you make, the more they take. You know what I mean?
40% is huge.
Yeah, that's damn near half your money, man.
And don't get me wrong, and like the dude, I think some dude commented like, well, what was her taxes on that strip? Did she report that stripper money? I'm like, shit, even if she didn't, that's none of the business. I mean, hell, you got these motherfuckers in suits that's telling you that the poor people are trying to rack up everything, steal everything, when you got the rich people that's in these suits up there robbing everybody blind and smiling in their face for the policies and stuff they make.
Yeah. Exactly.
And then they got people brainwashed enough saying like, well, they're taking your money, they're taking your rights, they're taking your land, they're taking your job.
Right.
That brown guy over there is taking your job.
Right.
But you the motherfucker that hired him.
Right. Exactly.
Like that red pepper get no money.
Get choked up just talking about how the government mess you up.
Yeah, man. So, I mean, it's like, don't get me wrong. I mean, I understand like paying your taxes, but like 40%.
Yeah, man, they killing them checks, boy.
And I think Cardi probably need to get another, maybe get like an accountant on her team, so that way she don't, like a good accountant.
Yeah.
That way she can, get some of these tax loops and stuff.
Yeah, man. You need somebody to help you work the system, man.
Yeah.
But,
I mean that's what it is.
Man, stuff ain't no joke, man. It's ridiculous, man.
Yeah, I mean it is. But I mean I understand. I mean, that's the money. I ain't get that pepper.
Yeah.
But that's the money that you work for.
Yeah.
And I get it.
And you don't even get to see it.
Yeah. They ain't like, oh, that's a tax. I'm like Chris Rock, that's a jack.
Right. I mean, you make $1 million, they already took $400,000.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Wow. I mean, that's almost half of your money. So
But they won't touch Trump shit.
Right. Yeah, Trump evaded taxes and
I don't pay taxes because I'm smart.
Yeah.
Nah, you a dumb motherfucker. You just know the taxes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I mean, that's just all it is. I mean, when you in a certain, I mean, I understand that, like, you in a certain class of people, and you gonna know about a little bit more than what the average Joe like me and you would know.
Right.
I mean, I get that, but just because you know that don't make you
right.
smarter than anybody or anything like that. So, yeah, I mean, like I said, I just think she just need to get, accountant, somebody that, can help her, have like a tax shelter.
Yeah.
Make like a corporation or something like that.
Right.
I mean, I don't know. And look, I ain't talking about no financial advice or Cardi B. I'm not a professional, so you can listen, but like, don't take everything for what I'm saying? Because I got problems too.
Right.
I got money problems too.
We all got them. So, you know, it is what it is,
Go
man.
find somebody that's like rich and in your corner to help you out with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I mean, that's what it is. I mean, it's just, I just don't think. Like 40% is a lot.
That's a lot, man. That's a whole lot.
And then that's another point too. It's like, where's the money going to? And you know, everybody, the video kind of names everything.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, you know, you don't. I think that's something that they should do. The government should kind of like, hey, even if they are lying, I think they should be like, hey, some of this money is going to this. This is going to infrastructure. This is going to this.
Yeah. They ain't gonna tell you nothing.
No.
We
need that money. We need to spend your money.
Yeah.
And just like when we earn in debt, you know, I won't get into that, you know, with as far as like the Federal Reserve and the banking system and how that works and how a God forsaken process that is. But, you know, it's just like, but at the same time, it's like, you know, the money. Damn, I forgot what I was gonna say about that. But the money.
Throwing it out on that beat, man.
Yeah, that's the change, boy.
Mm-hmm.
But anywho, but as far as the way the money and stuff goes, it's like, you know, you can't. You got all these guys coming up here.
Nice you know. What up, baby?
Wait a minute, hold on, wait a minute. I like that song, but oh, here we go. But yeah, you know, they taking all this money and taxes out, and they just get it from poor people. Oh, this is what I was gonna say. I'm sorry.
No, you good?
We're in debt, but they want to blame us because they got in debt.
Right.
Which we didn't do that. They want to blame us for it, and then we got paid back.
Yeah, exactly.
Like our grandkids got paid back.
Gotta pay that back. Yeah.
But we don't. But that's what I'm saying. But we don't really. We ain't had no. I mean, we ain't had no choice. We didn't tell you to bail out CEOs from corporations.
Yeah. Insurance.
Give them,
companies.
when their businesses are too big to fail.
Yeah.
We didn't tell you to do that shit.
Yeah.
How's that my fault?
Right.
And how are they getting rewarded for, you know what I'm saying? They getting rewarded for failure. Whereas if I fail, I don't get rewarded. Nah, you gotta suffer the consequences.
Yeah, pick your own self up.
Yeah.
I never got that, man.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just ridiculous.
Man. It's just a corrupt system all the way around, and you know, it's really almost no way around it. You know what I mean? So
Cardi B for president 2020.
Cardi B.
God, everybody will have red rock bottoms, bloody shoes.
Yeah, she's funny, man. She be having me laughing too. Her mannerisms are real funny.
Hilarious.
Yeah, so.
But it's good that they made that video because the people that was behind it, because we really need to have that discussion. And I think with hip hop, we really need to have that discussion in the music, not just about making money, but what we could do as a people to like actually keep the money, not have, you know, big entities like the government take money.
Right.
So that way we could, you know, better ourselves, you know. So that's just a challenge I want to throw out there to y'all, you know what I'm saying? So Migos, get on it.
Exactly. Tell
Get
me,
on
man.
it. Get on it, Migos. But I think that's it. We're gonna wrap it up. We got that clash of that. Shame on you! What the old dirty bastard Brooklyn suit?
Yeah, I don't know
shame on you!
The dude just had crazy energy, man. It's like he just had such a crazy energy. I loved it, man.
I think he was like the first mumble rapper that didn't really mumble.
Right.
But it was just
like you could tell he was really like straight out of the whole Shaolin concept. He had the drunken style for real.
Yep.
You know, if you watch kung fu movies in the back in the day, and they had one called the Drunken Master, and you know he was unorthodox and real wobbly and always slurring, but that nigga will fuck you up on spite.
And that's what ODB was.
And that's what ODB was. He had his weird style. Yeah, and hip hop needed that, man. Hip hop needed that, man. And I hate that we lost him at such a young age, man. But rest in peace, ODB.
Rest in peace, ODB, for real, man.
So that's the kind of stuff that, you know, hurts hip hop when we lose people who are so significant like that, man. He had just signed to the Rock before he was
gonna be Dirt McGirt.
he was trying to change his ways a little bit, but yo, either way, man, he made good music, man. So
yeah, Wu-Tang forever.
Yeah, man.
Dang, this pepper kicking my ass.
Yeah, man. We got to take Howard to the hospital after it's over with.
I think that's about does it. Anything else you want to elaborate on?
Nah, that's it, man. You know, we good for this week. You know, we gonna keep doing this Triad Hip Hop podcast every time we can, and keep y'all up to date on this hip hop, man. So we thank y'all for being here with us and you know, just keeping us company, especially you, Don. We appreciate you.
Yeah. Thank you for coming back this week, man.
Yeah.
And on that note,
the Triad Hip Hop Podcast. It's your boy Kurt, and this is
BAM! Howie!
I wasn't ready for that.